Bismillah. Welcome to a session of GCSE Maths, presented to you by Knowledge Academy. In this session, we will learn how to order numbers, that is, to arrange them in terms of ascending or descending order. And numbers come in different forms. They can be integers, they can be decimals, and they can be fractions. And we will look into each of these in more detail in this session. The second thing we will learn is to compare these numbers in terms of their sizes using the following symbols. As we said, numbers are of different types. Numbers can be integers, they can be decimals, and they can be fractions. Integers include all whole numbers. They can be positive numbers such as 3 and 7. They can be negative numbers such as -2, -6, and they can also be 0. Negative numbers normally are smaller than positive numbers. And on a number line, values to the left are smaller than values to the right. Okay, values to the left are smaller than values to the right. And what are decimals? A decimal is a way of writing a number that is not whole. Decimal numbers are in between numbers. For example, 5.4 is a number between 5 and 6. So it's more than 5. 5.4 is more than 5 and less than 6. Another type of numbers are fractions. What are fractions? Fractions are ratios of two integers written as a over b or a divided by b, where a or b can be any whole number but b cannot be 0. Fractions has two parts, the top number and the bottom number. The top number shows how many parts there are, and the bottom number shows how many parts something has been divided into. An example of fractions is 1 over 2, or -3 over 4, or 1 over 3, or -7 over 5. Next, we will look into the following symbols and learn what they mean. This symbol here means equal to, and this symbol here means not equal to. This symbol here means less than, and this symbol here means greater than. This symbol here with a line at the bottom means less than or equal to, and this symbol here with the line at the bottom means greater than or equal to. Now let's see some examples of what we have learned. The first example we'll look at is ordering integers, that is arranging them in terms of ascending or descending order. But in this particular example, we will arrange them in terms of the ascending order, which means from the smallest number to the largest number. We have a set of numbers here, -5, 3, 0, -1, and 7. And we said negative numbers are smaller than positive numbers, and the larger the negative number is, the smaller the number. So in this case, the smallest number is -5, followed by -1, followed by 0, followed by 3, followed by 7. And we use these symbols to mean -5 is less than -1, -1 is less than 0, 0 is less than 3, and 3 is less than 7. The second example we will look at is ordering decimals, arranging decimals in terms of descending order from the largest number to the smallest number. And again, we have a set of numbers here, 1.2 minus 3.5, 0.75, minus 1.25, and 2.1. And as we said before, negative numbers are are smaller than positive numbers, and the larger the negative number is, the smaller the number. So in this case, the largest number is 2.1, followed by 1.2, followed by 0.75, followed by minus 1.25, followed by minus 3.5. And again, we use these symbols to mean 2.1 is greater than 1.2 and 1.2 is greater than 0.75, and 0.75 is greater than minus 1.25, and minus 1.25 is greater than 3.5. The next example we will look at is ordering fractions, which means to arrange fractions in terms of their ascending or descending order. And in this example, we will arrange these fractions in ascending order from the smallest fraction to the largest fraction. We have a set of fractions here: minus 2 over 3, 1 over 2, 5 over 6, 3 over 4. This can be a bit tricky to do, but we can work our way through. The first step is to find the least common multiples, also known as LCM, of all the bottom numbers. LCM of a set of numbers is the smallest of the common multiples. This will be discussed in more detail in future videos. Now we can find the multiples of 3, 2, 6, and 4. The multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18. And multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 10, 12, 6. And we can see the LCM of all these multiples is 12. So the LCM is the smallest number that appears in all three lists. So we can see there's a 12 here, there's a 12 here, and there's a 12 here. And that's the smallest number that appears in all the three lists. So we found the LCM of all the bottom numbers as 12. And the next step is to change all the fractions so that the denominator of each one of them is 12. So let's take an example of minus 2 over 3. So if we change the denominator to 12 from 3 to 12, we will have multiplied this bottom number by 4. And we will have to do the same thing to the top number. So minus 2 times 4 will be minus 8. And this fraction will be minus 8 over 12. So minus 2 over 3 will be minus 8 over 12. And 1 over 2, if we follow the same rule here, will be 6 over 12. Minus 5 over 6 will be minus 10 over 12. 3 over 4 will be 9 over 12. And we can see the smallest number on this side is minus 10 over 12, which corresponds to minus 5 over 6, followed by the next smaller number, minus 8 over 12, which corresponds to minus 2.3, followed by 6 over 12, which corresponds to a half, or 1 over 2. And the largest number will be 9 over 12, which corresponds to 3 over 4. So if we were to arrange these fractions here from the smallest number to the largest number in terms of their ascending order, will be minus 5 over 6, followed by minus 2.3, followed by a half, followed by 3/4, 3 over 4. The last example we'll look at is using symbols to compare numbers in terms of their sizes. For example, compare minus 4 and minus 2. We know minus 4 is less than minus 2 because the larger the negative number, the smaller the number is. So we will write minus 4 and use the symbol less than minus 2. Okay, why? Because minus 4 is farther to the left on the number line. The next example is comparing 1.25 and 5 over 4. Now, this is a decimal and this is a fraction number. And we can't compare both of them together without changing both of the numbers, either both of them to be decimal numbers or both of them to be fractional numbers. So let's change 5 over 4 into decimals. And we can use the long division rule. And 4 goes into 5 one time, and 1 times 4 is 4, and the difference is 1. And 4 goes into 1, not possible, so we have to put a point here and add a 0. 4 goes into 10 two times. 2 times 4 is 8, and the difference of 10 and 8 is 2. 4 goes into 2, not possible, so we have to add a 0 here. 4 goes into 20 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20, and we can say 5 over 4 is equal to 1.25. So in this case, 1.25 is the same as 5.4 or equal to 5. 1.25 is equal to 5 over 4. Okay, and the next one is to compare 0.5 and 0. We know negative numbers are smaller than positive numbers, so we can say 0.5 is less than 0, and we have come to the end of our session. Thank you very much.